Dalụkwa ndị ọma na-ege ntị, ekene m onye ukwu kene onye nta, wesị nke onye chiri onye azụ elu. Rally Chukwu is one IPOB Community Radio is live now. Reschedule your program. Biko kedene broadcast na the place can we can any member of DOS schedule their program today. I will know where then means I have to shift my own tomorrow morning then or tomorrow afternoon because I don't really know. Can anyone confirm? Let me check. Let me check. So that it will not be an issue of another thing entirely. Just a minute. Our brother Rally Chuku says something that I need to verify before I continue my program. And I don't know if that can stop my own program. Let me check. I think Master Jonathan is on, but I don't think that has something to do with my program. Of course, I don't think. Let me ask, should I stop the program or should I continue? If because Master Jonathan is on, I don't know if I should continue or should I stop. Maybe I should reschedule my own program. I want to hear from the comment section. Rally Chuku, should I continue or should I stop? Then reschedule. I greet every one of you because we have to be coordinated. Even while we are in different countries, we are following the command and control. If I were to stop, please make me to understand, because at this point, we don't need to be complicating issues. We need to make it as you can see. Ada Biafra Abiama said, please continue. Agnes Chukwuemeka said, continue. Victor Nab said, continue. Dark Stream said, continue. Eze Linus said, yes, reschedule. That is the only people that I can see their comment for now. And Antonio Keke said, continue. Pat Valin said, continue.
Asị na aka kara ka a na-eri nwa mkpụrụ ihe mere ha ji jide Nnamdị Kanụ bụ ka nwee ike wee megide ndị Igbo, ka nwee ike megide ụmụ Biafra, ka nwee ike wee kwuchi anyị ọnụ, ka ha nwee ike wee kachi anyị ọnụ, ka anyị ghara ikwu okwu ọzọ. Mana ama m na dododo Chukwu okike adị ama ndị nwaanyị na ndị nwe mmiri, ndị nwe ikuku, ndị nwe anyanwụ, mmụọ nna nna anyị ochie, mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka anyị dị ndụ, mmụọ niile ọ kpọfụrụ ọbara ha n'ike maka ihi Biafra. Asị m unu bilie elu, asị m unu dododo, ọkwa na unu bụ ihe nwe ike a, ọkwa na unu ga-eji ọgụ mmụọ, ọkwa na unu ga-aga buori ahịa, ọkwa na unu ga-aga napụta ya maka ihe ọ tinyere ụnụ n'aka anaghị eru ure. Asị m dododo ikirịta ọgụ mmụọ. Eze nwaanyị niile nọ n'ala Igbo, mmụọ niile nọ n'ala Igbo anaghị aṅụ mmiri, onwe anyị nọ n'ụwa na-anaghị eri nnu. Nnu bụ ihe ụtọ si na mmiri wee pụta. Onye ọbụla na-eri ihe na-eri ihe dị na mmiri onye na-asa arụ ji mmiri asa arụ onye ọbụla na-eme ihe ọbụla ọ na-eme ji mmiri eme ya asị m ihe.
I have a caller here. Let me check what the person has to say. Greetings from here. Ndewo.
The broadcaster. So you have to continue, please.
Okay, that means I have
it's always on air. You're always on air, and other broadcasters are doing their own thing because we have a lot of things to handle. Okay. Every hand has to be on table. Okay, please continue.
That is why, as you can see, I'm in a state of I don't know whether to continue or to stop. But as
you
said,
you have to continue because Jonathan has been a broadcaster for years. He's always broadcasting while you are teaching as well. So anybody that's bringing on the Jonathan is on air is a confusionist. So you have to continue, please.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. If it's DOS or Martin Nandekan, but these our guys, they have been on a broadcaster for years, and when they are broadcasting, the other media warriors too, they are doing their own thing because I'll have a lot of enemies everywhere, and we have a lot of issues to treat. So you have to continue, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, my sister. Thank you for your wonderful information.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Biafrans, I think we have to continue because Mazi Jonathan is also a media warrior, but we know that he work on Radio Biafran, and the rules is any member of DOS, not only Chike Doziem, any member of DOS that comes on air, every other media warrior have to either switch to the program or you reschedule your program. But if it's a normal broadcast, then it's a normal thing. And if Mazinam Dekan is on air, nobody is allowed to broadcast. On that note, we have to, this broadcast, I will not even take much time. It's a 1 hour, 30 minutes program, like I said. And I allow people to make decision so that we know where we stand. Rally Chuku, and I must appreciate you for your information. And we did not take your information for granted, but we need to agree on one thing. So I know and I believe you must understand the reason why I must continue. It's not an act of insubordination, but it's a work. All of us must give our own details. Like this evening, my topic is who owns the oil in Niger Delta? Who owns the oil in Niger Delta? You know, when you check this topic, some people will say, why are you bringing such topic? Or why are you talking like this? You know the people who own the oil. Or some people will come with a point of argument asking you who owns your father's land, or who owns your land, or who owns your father's compound. No, there is a reason I ask that question. And when I say oil in Niger Delta, many of us, when you ask somebody now from Niger Delta, when I say Niger Delta, remember that Niger Delta is not just a south-south. Niger Delta comprises of both Imo State, part of Edo State, and part of Yoruba. These are the states that make up Niger Delta. But when you say south-south, that south-south is another confused region created to confuse some people who cannot recognize themselves. Then the topic this evening, I will treat here, I will bring a video so that you will know who controls the oil. Remember, in Nigeria has numerous series of natural resources. In natural resources, when you go to the north, they have gold, they have many natural resources in the north. When you come to the east, the only resources we have is oil and let me say, not east, I mean, the Niger Delta. We have the oil and the other timbers and the other things. But the question now is, who own them? It might be in your land, but who own them? Now, when we tell you that northern people own the oil in Niger Delta, don't argue. When they give Tompolo a contract to guide a pipeline, I say that there is a reason these people gave Tompolo that contract, and that contract is to cause more harm and to make the world think that Biafra is the Biafran coastal region are not part of Biafra, or the so-called South are not part of Biafra. Now, everything they played, the masters, the game they played is now yielding fruit for the northerners, while causing harms and havoc to the owners of the land. Watch this video, and I will come in here. Watch this video that I will bring in now. Let's
for
watch
this
it.
region. In no saying carry everybody along. The people when no agree accept amnesty, self in talk to them.
Wait, let me take it back.
The time where late President Yaradua bring peace for this region. In no saying carry everybody along. The people when no agree accept amnesty, self in talk to them. Then the peace can come, oil can they flow well. Now then say make we protect that oil, make the oil flow well. They can say now one man then go give, make it can guide my community. Ain't getting community, I get my community. Ain't be man, me I be man. They no consult.
Listen, now then give Tompolo the contract to draw these ones out. The purpose of giving Tompolo, they know that these people are existing. Now, imagine these are the owners of the oil. They are now dragging and they are ready to kill themselves to become a pipeline guardian, to guide a pipeline for other people. Who are the people they are guiding this pipeline to? Who are the people giving them the contract to guide pipeline? Who are the people benefiting from the pipeline guide? And these people now, they are telling you, you cannot give another man's contract to guide pipeline. They are now willing to guide pipeline. They are not saying that because you make them a security, a gate man in their father's compound, in their own company, in their own God-gifted natural resources. They did not ask for their rights, because their right is not to protect a pipeline. Their right is not a security work. Their right is not to be killing themselves. They are not fighting for their right. They are fighting to guide ordinary pipeline, ordinary gate man, ordinary to die in the hands of anyone who is trying to draw the oil illegally. They are now making themselves a willing to fight themselves. That is why I use this topic, who control the oil in Niger Delta. Now, the question here now is this: what is the right of this very young man? What makes this young man to carry oil? I mean, what makes these people to say that they choose this work to guide pipeline? Is out of frustration. These people supposed to be the one calling other people from other places like the north, the middle west to come and guide pipeline for them. They are the one who's supposed to be the owning the oil well, be in charge of the oil shares, be in charge of handling any share and any vital office in that their oil, God-gifted natural resources. But guess what? They have made themselves the prodigal son. Not even prodigal son, because they are not coming back yet. They have made themselves a slave to their own land. Now, who they're supposed to take as a slave, who they're supposed to take as their workers, are now taking them as the worker, and they're employing them in their own father's company, to become a boy in your own property. Now, these people are not requesting for a for this thing, for a hospital, for school, and for what belongs to them. They are not requesting for anything. All these guns and the ammunition you see in their hand, they are ready to kill themselves to become a security guard to themselves. What do you think? Frustration, because they know nothing. They don't know themselves. And when I tell you the so-called South, these people irritate me with their characters and what they are displaying. It shows that these people are born natural slaves. And when they are saying they are born natural slaves. Imagine oil in your compound, oil that is supposed to be the one controlling, be the one in charge. Anyone that you say draw oil, the person will draw. Anyone you say don't draw, the person will not draw. You are dying. You are ready to die. Let's hear from them to become a gate man. Listen.
Me, there's a person can't guide my community where pipeline pass. Shell don't do me. Chevron don't do me. Now my own is German. Now one can't do me. It not go happen. It not go happen.
Do you hear that? Shell don't do me. Chevron don't do them. Which means in don't serve shells foolishly. They dupe them. They promise on heaven and earth. Yet nothing come out. First of all, who's supposed to give shares and the Chevron contract? These are the people who's supposed to be in charge, who's supposed to be in control, managing directors and everything that is happening in that very region. These are the group. But what are they asking for? They are asking for peanuts. It's not even up to peanuts. They are asking for something that's worth nothing. Do you see it? Now, you own a job man. You don't reach you own a job man. He remember saying get gun. He reach you own a job man. He remember saying get AK-47. He remember saying in a man. The question I should ask this useless group that call themselves Niger Delta militant or the so-called South militant is, if you think you are a man, as you claim you're a man enough, who is employing you to guide your own pipeline for them to be drawing the oil? Is that person a woman or God or a man like you? The person that is drawing this oil and make you useless, is that person not a man? Why are you not a man? Because you carry empty gun with a bullet, that you not think you're a man. It comes to the other useless Tompolo, who is so useless that I cannot fathom the kind of brain in his memory, in his course, I mean. And you are not challenging him. You see it. Now the question now is, if this boy or this watermelon, if this watermelon think he is a man enough, why can't him rise up and challenge and say, this is my right? I have to take my right. The oil in my father's land is mine. I am the person who's supposed to be in charge. Your fight shouldn't be against the Tompolo. You must tell Tompolo that you people's fight will not be against you, a job. Ijaw nation supposed to rise up to take what belong to them. Gina, AB, Gina, greetings from here. Now, when we tell them, say, oh, don't fight them, allow them. The question now is these people men as they claim? I want every Ijaw person send this message to Ijaw people. Are you a man enough? Are you a human being? If you are a man, you should be bold enough to say you deserve an oil well. You deserve to be in charge of those things. You're supposed to be wearing suit and your native attires, gallivanting, carrying the northern idiots, the northern youth to be protecting you. The people who are supposed to be carrying gun in this place now, trying to protect the pipeline, supposed to be the northern youth. But the northern youth are the people having oil well in your own land, and they are just coming out to show the world how foolish and stupid you are. You are ready to fight your own brother because of ordinary the work of gate man and you think you have sense. You want to prove to the world you know how to shoot your brother. And the question I keep on asking you people, the so-called useless Niger Delta or South, who is the person drawing the oil? Who is the person who owns the oil well? How many barriers are there drawing in your land? Who are the people drawing that oil, and who give them the contract? How many men from your place have an oil well, and how many men from your place have is in charge of the oils and can give account of how many barrels and how much is a barrel, that how many they draw in that very land? How many people from your town, from the village where you say you are a man, how many people can do that? How many? You cannot talk. You are a man. Chevron have do shares has done you. Chevron have done you. Now they bring a German to do you. The question now is, who is in charge of Chevron?
No, because if they know, say all of us now men for this creek where we did, then go call all of us, discuss with us. Now you won't come in another way. Colonial master home pass, multinational home pass. You won't come carry my fellow German, take and enslave me. It not go happen.
You even recognize that colonial masters come. The question is, have colonial masters stopped? The answer is no. There is something they called changing of they just change the workers, your masters, changing of the manager. They only change the colonial masters, only change the people who are doing you the evil. Now, the colonial masters are still colonizing you up to date. And your mind will not tell you that the only thing that can save you, the only fight you can fight today, now, is to rise up and identify who you are. Do you see it? As I am now, I will be telling people I want to become gate man in my father's compound. Not that I want my own share of my father's property. I want to become gate man in my own land. Not that where is my right in this land? What is my own right? No, you want to become a gate man. You want to danger your life. Now, when I told you people that the Fulani are the masters of the game, what would they do? They have seen this group. What would they do now? They will call them, give them peanuts. They will shut up. But these people who say you be man, I be man, they never ask themselves, who are the men controlling the oil? I will bring a video. Let me play this video, finish it. Then
the pipeline where they talk. If plenty pass from this pass the place where they give person to come guide. Now me they go come talk to before they go talk to the other man we get lesser. But if they say equity,
hey, the pipeline when they guide is too many. Now they will come talk to guide pipeline before they will talk to another person. The question now is, the pipeline where they guide, waiting they pass through the pipeline. Waiting be that thing when they pass through. Where that thing when they pass through the pipeline, where if for they come, what is inside? What is the value of that thing you are guiding? And whose person's land is that thing coming out? What is the constitutional right of the land, these indigenous people who own that land, where that thing that is inside that pipeline you are trying to guide? What is their right over that thing? In an agency, these are the people the government use frustration, and out of the hatred they have for the Igbos, they now choose to be a slave to the Fulanis. Now, when I tell you people that Fulanis are masters in the game, when I say it, some people will come and say, man, stop telling us that telling the world that Fulani are masters. But you are seeing them. Who is a Tompolo? Tompolo is an Ijo man. It's a Niger Delta, it's a South according to the food. Who is this Mugus? These are Ijos. They are Ijo people. They are the so-called Niger Delta and the so-called foolish South. They are all bunch of fools. I will not call them criminal because criminals Any person that are criminal is intelligent. These ones are retarded fools that cannot reason with ordinary brain. Onanno kita nsi from Anambra, mpota kita all yellow in Anambra state, nsigna ncholibu security. Kangana guy cannot block my own right. I want to die to become a security in Anambra instead of me to die fighting for my own right. The question actually to this mugus, because when I am obia de kwemu rapunda, and then for these South people, the so-called South, I am not talking about Biafra coastal region. I am talking about those South. I see them, they irritate me. They irritate me, to be honest. In a man, now as men, Potawana, this group, look at men, get men, look at men, pipeline, you are bragging, pipeline past your village, you should be the one guiding the pipeline. What is inside the pipeline can turn your village to London. Come to Russia here. Russia have oil. Have you seen any indigenous person of Russia carrying gun to protect the pipeline of Russia? No. A pipeline is being protected by the security, while the citizens are enjoying their lives and what God bless them with. Go to Dubai. This bunch of fools here, anyone you give visa to fly to Dubai now, the person will thank you, will worship you to go to Dubai. But they forget that the same oil they have is what Dubai has. The same oil this group of idiotic amoebas have is the same oil the Dubai has. Now, Dubai use their oil to develop their land because the indigenous people of Dubai rise up and chase every evil government away and take over their natural resources, and they now use it to develop their land. They use it to develop their land. Come to Turkey here, I mean Russia here. You will see that the world now stands still. Russia is controlling the world now because of the oil. When we say oil, many of you, when you say oil, you don't think it's just a red oil. Gas is under oil. Kerosene is under oil. Fuel is under oil. Anything that has to do with anything energy is under oil. Yet, this is what Niger Delta has. And they are all, Niger Delta people are the most poorest region in the whole wide world. You cannot compare them with any region. They are very poor. They cannot even feed for themselves. There is no any Niger Delta youth that is living above 200 euro per month. Go and check. All this group you see here, all of them are under 200 euro per month. I am not telling you per a day, per a month. That is to understand what life gives them. They are ready to die for a Fulani man to take oil. They are ready to die for a British citizen who don't know how the oil was formed, who know nothing about the oil. They are not even living in their houses. All of them are in the Greek, in the bush. None of these people attend the university. None of these people finish secondary school. If they manage finish primary school, it's by mistake. All this group you are seeing here, none of them study to up to university level. Why? Because they don't know their right. Why? Because they are so foolish. Why? Because they don't know what to fight. They are ready to kill themselves for a Fulani man to take what belongs to them. They are ready to kill themselves for a British citizen to take what belongs to them. And when I ask them, why can't you people rise up and say, no, this oil belongs to us. This oil belongs to me. You cannot come from Sahel Desert. Do you know that even Niger are benefiting more than this useless set of people? You have what it takes to take over your land, to command the north. Everything that is in Nigeria will be under your knees. You will be commanding Nigeria, and Nigeria will be obeying you. Today, Russia is fighting Ukraine. These people did not ask themselves, why is it that only Russia alone put Germany to stand still? Only Russia alone put UK, British to stand still. Only Russia alone put Italy to stand still. Russia put Finland to stand still. Russia put Poland to stand still. Russia put Ukraine to stand still. Russia put what is it called? Mention the France to stand still. Russia put Turkey to stand still. Russia put every country here in Europe to stand still. What is the power of Russia? They are doing there. Many of you will say Russia are doing it because they have a nuclear weapon, they have missiles. No, far from that. As Russia is, if Germany make noise, Russia will off their gas. And when that happens, the coal, the scadamento, the heater, the Germany is using will be off. Russia supply Germany the energy, which is that oil in your Niger Delta. Russia supply Italy the energy. Russia supply almost the countries, including UK, Britain. That is why when they sanction Russia, what did Putin do? He said, you will be the one to suffer it. If I sanction you people will bow. And he now, first of all, start that you cannot use your own currency to buy their oil. You have to buy with the Russian currency. The sanctions start good from there. These people now, they don't know that if these people can take over oil, the position of these people are managing direct. These people will be the people who will study engineer. These people now, this set of people supposed to be the best engineer. These people now supposed to be fighting that their own worry should be our children should be studying in more petroleum engineer, more in energy engineering, so that they will be the one occupying everything that is coming in their land today, because the world cannot exist without energy. If you tell me no, when we talk about energy is not only fuel. It's Africa that is talking about fuel. The world survived through this energy, because for light to everything you are seeing today, most of the nuclear weapons you are seeing today, they drive them from energy. Then get them from the energy. Now, how many universities can you see in Niger Delta? How many universities or how many cities can you see in Niger Delta? And when we talk, people will say, oh, Mazi, you are causing division. Mazi have bring these people. I told you people that these people are born slaves. I said this many times. And I prefer a dead man more than these people. Now let us listen to them.
Equity no good. Then person when say equity no good and he won't come to equity with dirty hand, he ain't go see war.
But do you believe in peace in the Niger Delta?
We don't give peace.
Wait, what is equity? Your own equity now is for them to give you a pipeline guide. And you see how foolish these people are. They cover their face. Ask the mumu. This man that is interviewing them here is a Nigerian agent, which means all of them are known. Thank you, Madabuchi. Petrochemical engineering, they should have been the ones sitting on top in the zoo. Very simple. Thank you. All the MLM engineer and all of my science students. But petrochemical engineering, not only that, when you talk about refinery, these people should be the first people that will have the best refinery in the whole wide world. At least, if you don't have refinery in Niger Delta, should be 3 refinery, 3. But guess what? They don't even know what is refinery. I can challenge you up to anywhere that there is no single Niger Delta person that know what is refinery. When you call a Niger Delta person now what is refinery, say they use it to produce fuel. But they forget that refinery, do you know that one refinery can have up to 4,000 workers? When you are working as a petrochemical engineering, you will be wearing suit. Your salary will not be less than from 1 point something million upwards. But look at them carrying gun, ready to die. Now, when you see them, they will tell you, you will see a Niger Delta idiot coming out. Do you know what we have? We have the oil. Are the people sustaining Nigeria? No. The oil come from your land. The northern people have the oil. They are the people controlling you. Since you are a slave, you are a slave. It's like when a man married a woman in Africa and they are drawing the woman will be dragging a property with the man. The man will say, okay, since you are dragging this property with me, or you take all this property, the woman will take it. That woman should ask herself, which property am I? The woman is a property to the man. The man owns you. So since you take all the properties, the man will just quietly take you. Then all the property belongs to the man. That is why in Africa, women don't drag property with her husband. Because your husband owned you, own your properties. You see it. Now look at people. This set of people now, set of people, they are ready to fight. And this is exactly what Fulanis want to see from Niger Delta. That is why they look all of them. They did what? They say, okay, election is coming. Let us put confusion so that they will be busy fighting themselves while we are busy controlling the power. End of the day, when they want to get themselves, we will not give them Ghana must go. You will not see Goswin Akpabio interfere in this issue because Goswin Akpabio is a slave to another slave, controlled by another slave under another slave. Can I get no hunting?
For Niger Delta before, and we're ready to give peace. But if peace, say now the peace where they go come shit me, now graveyard peace, me I don't want them.
You see, they never cheat them for in mind now. This one's still really they're relevant. They never cheat and say if the peace now the peace where they go take cheat them, now graveyard peace, you no want them. The question now they say, do this Mugu have peace? Now, if you want to see the people that knows the value of their natural resources, I have shown you the stupidity of Niger Delta. Now, I want you to invite Niger Delta to come and see their mate, what their mate is doing. When their mate speak, the language the government understand, you will see the fruit of their mates. Let me play. Let us travel to Zamfara State. Follow me to Zamfara. Let's go to Zamfara State. Zamfara, here we come. Oh, now good name evidence. Bring the video. Let us we are in Zamfara. I want you to pay attention. Bring those Niger Delta youth. What you see here is a gold. This gold. Now I want to bring the so-called Niger Delta. You see the difference. This gold here now was discovered in Zamfara State, northern Nigeria, and I want you to pay attention. The people who protected this gold and people who are mining this gold and people who are selling this gold and people who own this gold and the people who they give the contract. I want you to pay attention because and my evidence. The most foolish and the useless people you can come across in the entire world are anyone who tell you that he or she is from Niger Delta or South. Once anyone open his gota mouth to say, I am from Niger Delta or South, Busonia has up because the person is an idiot. Let us go to Zamfara and see what Zamfara has to tell us about natural resources and how it's being handled. And you will tell me that these people are uneducated. These people don't know what education is all about. Education is not all about speaking English. Education is not all about speaking another man's language. Education is what you have in your brain, how smart you are, how you can play your opponent, how to identify your right. That is why when I see some idiots say, oh, this one is an illiterate, I'll just look at the person as the real illiterate because speaking English has nothing to do with education. Education is another man language. It's just like English is like just another man language. Just like Igbo, Hausa, and Yoruba, Isha, Sako, and all these languages, local language. That's the same thing with English. Now let us go to Zamfara.
Gentlemen of the press, good afternoon. I welcome you to this briefing which is organized to inform our fellow compatriots
Sorry for the
country and the world at large about a strategic decision by the administration to establish a gold reserve for Zamfara State. This strategic decision is part of the effort to prop up the economy of the state and guarantee the economic and social well-being.
I didn't hear it well. Let me hear it again.
Gentlemen of the press, good afternoon. I welcome you to this briefing which is organized to inform our fellow compatriots in the country and the world at large about a strategic decision by my administration to establish a gold reserve for Zamfara State.
Do you hear that?
This strategic decision is part of the effort to prop up the economy of the state and guarantee the economic and social well-being of our people now and in the future. It is also the first of its kind by any state in the Federation. For a start, we have purchased 31 kilograms, not grams, kilograms of gold, only mined and refined by our artisanal miners.
Do you hear that? Only mined and refined by their local refineries, meaning that they did not call Chinese people to come and mine this gold or do anything with this gold. They did not call Niger Delta foolish people to come for this gold. They did not involve Nigerians for this gold. What did they do? They do everything within themselves. They did not call for Nigerian government to come and give them the security to guide this very gold. But what did they do? They are the people mining this gold. They are the people doing everything with this gold. They tell you the amount and everything. Now, when you see the Niger Delta, they are fighting to become a pipeline to guide the water they have. These people are busy using what they have to do business, to grow their own economy, to give themselves a job. Because when I told you people that Niger Delta, the south, the useless, you will not, people say, man, you are a tribalist. You are being a tribalism. No! You cannot see a Zamfara youth carrying AK-49, AK-47, pump action, any kind of this thing, to come and tell you, let them guide this gold so that federal government will be mining it. When they fight for this gold, they fight to take over. They did not fight for other people to take this gold. Imagine this gold, as Niger Delta youth are foolish, trying to be guiding pipeline. Why can't them say that the mining of this gold should be taking place in Delta State or River State or Bayelsa State or Cross River State or any part of the so-called Niger Delta? Why? So that the Zamfara indigenous will be guiding the gold. You see the difference between men that has brain, men that are well educated, men that knows who they are, men who can identify their rights. You see the two different. Now, which people buy this gold? Pay attention. We will play the video to the end.
Continue to buy gold from our local miners so as to gradually improve the reserve. The precious metal will be deposited in a designated bank.
Do you see it? He is now talking about their local mining, not Japanese mining, not Chinese mining, not Thailand mining, not Germany mining, not UK mining, not Ghana mining, not South Africa mining. They are telling you the local mining. Now, the question I want to ask is, who are this local mining? And why do local mining is mining the gold instead of Nigerian government taking over? Because they cannot do so. The indigenous people of Zamfara, the youth, like the same goat we have just now, fought to do what? To take their right. Because their natural resources is their fundamental right. They are the one to be in control. They are the one to determine the percentage that we go out. Guess what? The same Nigerian government will go and buy this good through the CBN. Let us hear.
Even though our state, like other states of the Federation, is grappling with competing demand from the public and the resource at our disposal is mega, we feel it is utmost significance to invest in future of our people. One of the lessons.
Do you hear that? I think I will replay it uninterrupted so that I will get the point. There is a place I'm looking to the buyers.
Gentlemen of the press, good afternoon. I welcome you to this briefing, which is organized to inform our fellow compatriots in the country and the world at large about a strategic decision by my administration to establish a gold reserve for Zamfara State.
Good. Do you see it? Everything was formed and the reserve, everything was formed and everything is in Zamfara State. They did not even shift it to Kano. They did not shift it to Kaduna. They did not shift it to Katsina. Everything is basic. This is a Zamfara State governor, right? Yes, I think this is my Zamfara State governor. Yes. Listen to.
This strategic decision is part of the effort to prop up the economy of the state and guarantee the economic and social well-being of our people now and in the future.
Now, you see, you hear that? And they did this to secure the economic and the financial and economic well-being of their people and their future. Which person's future? The future of the Zamfara unborn children, the future of Zamfara children, the future of Zamfara State, the future of the indigenous people of Zamfara, not the future of Nigeria, not the future of Katsina, not the future of Niger Delta, not the future of an Igbo, but their own future. They are securing it for themselves. And the so-called Niger Delta are busy fighting to who will guide pipeline. Hey, my brother, oil can never be useless. When you talk about energy, not only car that is using energy, what cars are using is fuel. When you talk about energy, fuel does not even count. How many people use fuel? Do you know that many companies that are using energy, when you talk about energy, you talk about gas, metal gas, and liquid gas, and air gas. Many companies, all these big companies, they deal with gas. They don't use all this thing. So when we are talking about energy, don't think it's all about car. If they like, let them produce one, all the country start producing a electric car. That will not stop the consumption of energy oil. When we say oil is not all about petroleum. That Africa is petroleum. Let me tell you, many of the engines you are producing is being used, the petroleum are involved. And when you hear energy, you are talking about petroleum. You are talking about oil. Do you know how many products are inside oil? When they follow you, they buy 1 barrel of your crude oil. They will refine it. Inside that place, you will see kerosene, you will see gas, you will see whether it's air gas and all those gases you are using. Come to Europe, are they using electric to cook? They are using gas to cook. They are using gas. In Europe here, their heater is using gas. So gas is second class of what the oil serve. Not all about car. You see Dubai, you see what the kind of money they are pumping out. You see Russia, they are holding the world power. Most of the weapons you are producing need energy. Everything is not about electricity. Now, the Kainegen and the Ugunti, Ndi Nejela Akwụkwọ, look at Ndi Nejela Akwụkwọ. They said they don't go school. Hamalife, Hagapano school. They cannot even write their name in English. They cannot even speak simple and correct English. They cannot even exercise themselves. No, they are uneducated, but they are controlling you. They are on top of me and you. My brother, respect them. Listen.
It is also the first of its kind by any state in the Federation. For a start, we have purchased 31 kilograms, not grams, kilograms of gold, only mined and refined by our artisanal miners. We will subsequently continue to buy gold from our local miners so as to gradually improve the reserve.
Do you hear it? They will continue buying from their local minings. Meaning now, they are not even calling any foreigners to come and help them. Then we continue buying from their local mining. Who is their local mining? Everything is in Zamfara. When you say, we finish, we gold finish, gold, we then reject gold. When you talk about gold, it can never fade out. In as far as the world is concerned, gold remains one of the most valuable items. Gold, diamond, and the rest. They discover in the north, they have more natural resources more than the south. The north has more natural resources more than the south. But you see them working it. Now you see the difference between the people who you refer that they don't go to school and the people who see themselves as they go to school. You hear it. Zamfara gold is not for one Nigeria, it's for Zamfara. Have any senator from the east, from the so-called south or so-called Niger Delta say, since Zamfara is mining their gold alone, the oil in Niger Delta should be mined. Are they practicing regional government so that every region will be controlling their natural resources? Are they restructuring? No, they have already restructured, but they only take your own, what you're supposed to be controlling. They are still controlling their own. Control your own. They control their own and also control your own. Who own the oil in Niger Delta? The North. Who are the gatekeepers of the oil in Niger Delta? The indigenous foolish people of Niger Delta. Do you see it? Do you see it? Negative.
The precious metal will be deposited in a designated bank. Even though our state, like other states of the Federation, is grappling with competing demand from the public and the resource at our disposal is mega, we feel it is utmost significance to invest in future of our people. One of the lessons.
Do you see that? The question now is these people paying tax from this gold? The answer is no. Who will they pay tax to? them. They are not even paying tax to their gold. They are not doing anything. They will mine it. They will share the money. The first gold they mined was bought by the Central Bank of the Nigeria, CBN. 5 billion. 5 billion they used to buy it. The first gold. And these people now, that 5 billion we are used to buy more equipment to develop, to move more in securing their natural resources. The question you should ask yourself, these foolish he-goats, because that is what they are. These foolish
Let President Adua bring peace for this.
This group of people you see here, have they called their lawmakers representing them to call for the Zamfara gold to be converted to national gold, or else the pipeline, everything, the oil will stop so that they will negotiate their right. Are they calling for it? They are not calling for it. Are they calling for the Zamfara gold to be converted to the national gold? No. Are they calling to have their own portion, their own share from the gold as one Nigeria they are? Have they called for it? The answer is no. Why? Because a slave is also I am not saying that let them claim the gold. Let them tell them the gold is a price for Nigeria, like our brother Madabuchi just rightfully wrote here, and I quote, how many Niger Deltans can come out and say the gold in Zamfara belong to Niger Delta? Can anyone say that? My brother, you went so far. You are no, Niger Delta is far big. Let any Niger Delta person come out and say that gold in Zamfara belong to Nigerians. Only Nigerians. You will see the problem. You will see the problem immediately. Because also, you see the difference. You see the difference between Niger Delta useless youth and the Zamfara viable and the determined, well-educated, and who people that knows what they want. Do you see the difference? If I tell you that any Niger Delta person is as useless as a dead cow, some people will say, "Mas, don't classify them like that." Well, tell me one thing that will make me classify these people as a reasonable human being. You are dying to fight. You are fighting your brother to become a caretaker, a gatekeeper, to secure a pipeline from Onyugu, person that come from far away. You are not fighting for your brother, for your own right to say that this oil belongs to you people, that you people should determine it will be locally refined, and the Nigerians should be buying from you people, or else every natural resources, the gold and diamond, everything that is in the north, that are in the north, should be make national resources, and the oil in Niger Delta is being refined in the north, while the gold and the other things in the north will be refined and mined in the Niger Delta. You did it. And they want me to look you people and tell you, bravo, for being stupid, for being useless, or for how? How? Good hospital you don't have, good drinking water you don't have, good road you don't have, good school, standard school you don't have. Tell me the value of the oil in your land. Tell me the reason why you are killing and dying to protect what you are not benefiting from. The only benefit, do you know that the amnesty these idiotic members are fighting for is just 65,000 naira. Just 65,000 naira per month for few of them, not every one of them. How much is 65,000 naira to in a dollar now? 65,000 is not up to $120. It's not up to $120, and this is what they are living per a month. And we see some of these people now come on air to tell me, oh, go and look for a job, and I am in abroad though, working, living above millions of naira per month as a salary, and I don't have money here. Here I am a stranger, but my net worth every month here is above millions. But you will see some of them tell you, go and find job. How many of them can get up to 2,000 euro here in their working place? And they are ready, risking their life. I am not risking my life. I do a day job, just 8 hours. I enter my house and relax, freshen up. Freshen up. When we tell you people, if these people rise up to fight for their rights, will you people die? If you people come and say that it's about time you take charges of your oil, will you change what you have, the materials you are ready to use to kill Tompolo that is useless? Tompolo is useless. I will not talk about Asari. If I play the video of Asari, you see that every Niger Delta male child supposed to be castrated. Ekwesịrị ibe nwoke ọbụla nọ na Niger Delta ekwesịrị ibi amụ o kwesịrị ibu amụ na akpagharị. They are not worthy to carry prick, to have dick. Every Niger Delta person is supposed to be castrated because females are better than them. Look at when you see them, only good in robbing and killing themselves. They are willing to for their politicians to be used. When you hear killing of an APC chairman, killing of a PDP chairman, killing of an NNPC chairman, these are the amoebas that are doing it. None of them have a certificate. None of them know the meaning of CV. What you see here, this bunch of fools you see here, none of them know the full meaning of CV. When you check, even the ones that knows the meaning of CV, tell them to submit their CV. They will submit empty file. All of them from A to Z. There is go to Ogoni. Is it not Ogoni? No. Yes, Ogoni. Ogoni is not yet claimed. They are not calling for it. Obasanjo massacre Odi. Till today, not justice for the people. You are bragging. Shell have done you. Chevron have done you. They want to bring a German, your fellow is German, to do you too. You will not agree. You right shoulder. You now have gun. But when Shell was doing you don't have gun. You don't have bullet. You are not a man. And the Shell did do everything and go scot-free. When Chevron was doing you don't have gun. You don't have anything. All of them, you relax, then do you. Now, it comes to your fellow Ijo Mugu to run his own Muguness, to showcase his own Mumu. You realize you have guns. Foolish, idiotic amoebas. And they want me to respect you. Anyone who tell me to respect this person, don't allow these people. If you tell me, man, you are being nepotism, thunder will fire you. You see the reason why I don't want to be diplomatic when I am making my broadcast. I hate peace, this kind of peace, making peace with these evil people. And when we that the Niger Delta or South people, that they are dead like that, the breast of 150 years old woman is more vibrant than Niger Delta youth. People will say, Maz, why are you comparing? Now tell me, is this people? It doesn't this Niger Delta youth, those are 120 years. I prefer a breast of 120 years than the Niger Delta youth, the South youth, because a breast of Niger Delta of 100 years, when you look at it, you can even touch it, and maybe you have a thinking imagination, and your arm will be kicking. These people now, what is the benefit? What do they? The value? Do these people have value? These people don't have value. And they tell me to respect them. We will see some person now coming out, be boasting. I am from Niger Delta. I am Niger Delta. We own oil. There is one certain time I go for one occasion. And most of the people I met there was Edo boys, Edo State youth. And a time come, we were making a series of arguments. And one of the Edo person, Bini precisely, told me categorically clear that Edo State has oil, and Edo State is part of one of the richest states in Nigeria. I said, no doubt about that. I know your people has oil. And I asked him, are you aware of Niger Delta? He said, yes. I said, are you people members of Niger Delta? I said, yes. I said, how many of Edo youth are receiving the 65,000 being paid to the Niger Delta youth? He told me none. I said, then you are not part of the Niger Delta. You have oil. Whatever you have in Edo land belong to the north. All of you are born slave. You are from the slave to Oba. Oba is a slave to the Fulani Caliphate. And they said, I am insulting them. I said, it's not an insult. Do you know what you have in your state? When you go to Google, Edo is one of the richest states, but their youth are the most poorest people. Their girls are in Europe doing a shower work. to show you that they cannot even rise up to fight for their rights. And you will see them bragging in a broad daylight without shame. They will be telling you with Impako, they have oil. You food them without benefiting anything from the oil in their land. The only benefit the Niger Delta people are benefiting from the oil in their land are kidnapping. Their people will be kidnapped by the Fulani Caliphate, and they will pay ransom with the money they suffered, they work hard to get. And they tell me, respect them. Talk to them in a diplomatic way. Diplomatic. Tell them the truth so that they will know the truth. Listen and listen attentively. When you come across a Delta state, a person from Delta state, he will tell you, oh, we have oil. We control the economy. We are from oil rich. And one of them asked me, man, so you that is from Anambra state, do you people have oil? What did you have? I say, do you know that any state that don't have anything is far better than a state that has those things you mentioned? He said, I said, mention one state in Niger Delta that you can use to compare Anambra when it comes to development and the building of their people. In terms of school, you cannot see Niger Delta person coming first because they don't have brain. They are all of them, 99% of Niger Delta indigenous. The South are brainless. They are brain dead. That is why they cannot fight for their rights. That is why they are ready to die, kill their brothers to protect a Fulani Caliphate. I saw Tinubu coming out for presidential election. You see the same group of set of people coming out, threatening their people with AK-47 to vote for Tinubu. And their son, Wike, is being denied of a ticket in PDP. They cannot stand up and say, if you don't give Wike the PDP ticket, nobody from Niger Delta can vote for Atiku or vote for Tinubu. They did not fight alongside Wike. They betrayed Wike. Wike betrayed his own people. Wike denied his identity first, betrayed his own. Wike betrayed himself. Then his people are Uzi man. And when we talk, he said, oh, leave Igbos. They are your enemy. Igbos will dominate you. Igbo, we are afraid. Igbos are coming for us for the oil in our land. And they forget that the largest market in the south and southeast are in Anambra. Do you think Igbo man will live with the oil? No. Come to Anambra State. You will see that we don't depend on oil. We are waiting. Once Biafra is restored, you will see that Anambra will be one of the most commercial and production states. We will not be importing anything again. We will be producing and they will be selling and exporting. We are rich in human resources, not in natural. We are the highest resources any person can live and enjoy it is human resources. That is why Chinese is dominating, because Chinese is investing in human resources. It can never finish in as much as you are giving birth and there is a standard education for you to gain your knowledge and everything that you were born, your destiny, you will achieve it. China today, tell me, is China importing anything? No, they're exporting. They only import 10%. 90% of what China is using is a Chinese product. Go and check it. 90% of what the world is consuming today is Chinese product. In any country you see today, China control their economy. Come to Italy, almost all their supermarket is Chinese product. Go to Germany, the same thing applicable. In Africa, we know that without Chinese, Africa cannot survive because they are done. The same thing is what is applicable to the Niger Delta. They cannot use their brain. You prefer to be a gate man in your own property, and the outsider will be your boss, shitting on your head, and you are waiting to eat from the crumb. Waiting to eat from anything that fell from the master's table You that's supposed to be a master, the world turn you upside down because you are brainless and brain dead. When we talk, we say, oh, don't talk to them. No. I have to talk to you people because you people are disgrace to human race. Look at them making noise. Bunch of what will I call them?
Region.
Look at them.
In no saying carry everybody along. The people when no agree accept amnesty, self in talk to them. Then the peace can come, oil can they flow well. Now then say make we protect that oil, make the oil flow well. They can say now one man then go give, make it can guide my community. Ain't getting community, I get my community. Ain't be man, me I be man. They no consult me, then say me person can guide my community where pipeline pass. Shell don't do me, Chevron don't do me. Now my own is German, now one can do me. It no go happen. It no go happen no. Because if they know say all of us now men for this creek where we did, then go call all of us, discuss with us. Now you won't come in another way. Colonial master home pass, multinational home pass. You want
now let me tell you this balloon. All of them no be men. They know men when they see men. They overlook you people because you people are watermelon. They don't see you people as men. If they recognize you people as men, they could have approached you. But to say that they don't see you as a man, that is why they overlook you. Anyone who don't know himself is not a man. Stop referring yourself as a man. All of you are children. Unu niile bụ ụmụazị. Unu ka na-asa arụ n'afọ n'afọ. You are still bathing. Unu ka na-asa arụ, washing only pot bellies. They overlook you. You're na man, them na man. Biafra is your problem, right? Biafra is your problem. Igbo man is your problem. If Biafra is restored, all of you all of you will not suffer. That is it. You will not suffer. You know, look at you na man, in a man, watermelon. On this note, let me open my line in case anyone has done something to contribute. Like I said, the broadcast will last for just 1 hour 30 minutes. I am ashamed. If you're a sad person, you have to be ashamed of yourself. That is why when I was called to tender apology to this, say about this sad, I tell them I don't owe any person apology. What are you talking about apology? To apologize to these Umu zombies, people that cannot identify themselves, people that don't know themselves. I can't do that. I can't. The line is open in case you have something to contribute before I end the broadcast. You can call in. Most especially the so-called Niger Delta. I want to hear from them why they are so stupid and confused up to this time, claiming to be men. If can men now go put out these people. Now wow, these people, I don't know how you people behave. You people thinking are so irritating. In a gas pipeline or gini kunneche. Gina buna putana. See, okay, this pipeline, we will not guide it. Who are you guiding it against? Give us our own right. What is our right? We're supposed to be in charge of these natural resources. Now, before I end this program, let me show you the people that is making them to fight. Let me play you this video. Let us watch this video. Just pay attention. Pay attention to the video I will play you now. Why they are busy? They are ready to kill themselves for pipeline. The real men are ready to do undo to take over. Just wait. Give me a minute. Now pay attention to this video.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We are Jama'at Ahl Sunnati Lidda'at wal Jihad in Western Africa under the leadership of Abu Umayyah.
Now pay attention. These people has AK-47. The Niger Delta people have AK-47. These people are on a mission. There is something they are fighting. The Niger Delta people is on a mission to protect the mission of these people. Listen. Listen to their men. When men speak, you know men. Listen.
Popularly known as Bakura, we are sending our contribution greeting to all our brothers in Lakchat Basic and Niger, and then all our leaders here, especially Malali and other kites we are following, and other brothers which called by Muaskar, member of the Sunnah militant. We are here in peace condition, we are fine. The Ramadan is already past, and then our brothers, we are here to stay for Sita Shawwal. Don't forget our brothers, the better works that we are doing in Ramadan. Secondly, the message is to all unbelievers in the world. We are here in our straight path, which is the path of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Will not follow the way of constitution, especially the.
Do you hear that? They will not follow the way of constitution. They are following the way of their Allah. And any hypocrites will be killed. They will cut a criminal's hand, and they will not kill hypocrites. They know who is the hypocrites. Who are the hypocrites? The Christian. The Niger Delta don't have mission. Their mission is to fight to protect a pipeline. These people are drawing the oil, using it to conquer them. They are drawing the oil, using it to conquer them. You see the difference? You see why he is talking? He made his own point clear. And you see, when you will see them, they are not educated. They are conquering you. They are Islamizing you. They are hitting you hard. And yet, you are not seeing anything on that. Yet, you think you are man enough. You see it. Are you seeing what I am saying? Do you see it? Do you see it? Now, let me play the video to
democratic sections. We are not following the constitution sections because the constitution is ruling some people, is the government of the people, by the people, to the people. We are following the government of Allah, for the Allah and by the Allah. We are following the Quran and Hadith of His Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We are cutting the hand of thief, and then we are slaughter the hypocrite, which call you already know. We are slaughter.
Do you hear that? We are cutting the hand of a thief, and we are slaughtering the hypocrite. He wanted to mention the Christianity and other believers, but it's like because he's more intelligent than those Niger Delta bingos. He now told you that you already know. Who are the people you already know? Who are they slaughtering? And they tell you that they are not following democracy, that democracy is for the people and by the people and for the people. You see it? These people tell you they are not following it. They are following the law of their Usman Danfodio, who have died many years, but they are following their command. This is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is preaching: command and control, discipline. Their leader is dead. Their founder is dead. Their spring leader is dead, but they are still following the command of their people. When you come to East today, you have many saboteurs. They make us to fight ourselves. Why these people are busy? Islamization is 90%. to be completed. Islamization. Now, when you see Asari is recruiting Nwa Bingos to fight Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When you see Tompolo, he have been given a contract to make his people remain a slave forever. When you see Ateketom, he is ready to fight Tompolo to make sure that Niger Delta, the South, remain a slave to Fulani Caliphate. When you see Eastern politicians, they are ready to kill the whole Igbo youth to make sure that they are under slave, under the Fulani Caliphate. When you check Fulani, they are ready to protect their children, to give them the future, to make them the prince and kings over others. That is why the Attorney General of the Federation, in the person of Salami, whatever it's called, told you that the problem of Ndibo is that they don't believe that they are slaves, that other people have believed and they have surrendered to become slaves. But Ndibo, who are also slaves, don't want to concur because they know that the Igbo politicians have already surrendered. But there is IPOB who is making it more difficult for them to conquer. The question now is, where is the direction of Tompolo? What is the direction of Tompolo? What is Tompolo fighting to protect or to achieve? What is Asari Tokumbo fighting to protect, to achieve? What is a Teketom? All this bunch of morons. When I said it last year, one of the Niger Delta guys say, if I know the work they are doing underground, or more than a year now, that work have not started manifesting. I say, my brother, I know people like Tompolo. He is so materialistic that he cannot control his longer throat. He is a hunger moron. You see men, when men are talking, you know, only this guy now can command Tompolo, Asari, and Teketom. They will bow down. Only this guy you see here will command Tompolo, Asari, and Teketom. All of them will bow to this guy because this is man. Who is Tompolo to talk where this guy is talking? Who is Asari to talk where this small boy is talking? Who is Teketom to talk where this guy is talking? This guy, only this guy, you will say the whole AK, not all about AK-47. It's all about what you have. Who are you? Are you man enough? Can you stand? Can you be bought over? Can you be deceived? Can they dribble you with ordinary contract to become a great man? Do you think that this guy will have oil and he will be fighting to become a great man in his father's compound? He told you here right now, they are not fighting with Nigerian or any constitution or democratic constitution. They are fighting for their rights. And when we talk, we will bring a Tompolo, ordinary guy, the pipeline security, somebody who is ready to slaughter his boys, slaughter his village people because of pipeline for these people to harvest the oil, to take oil. This guy is not fighting for oil. This guy is not fighting for oil. And we compare Tompolo with men. Tompolo is not a man. Tompolo is usually, I prefer they use condom than Tompolo. I have known this. That is why I never regard him for one day. You will see Niger Delta people gallivanting. Then we have men. See Kabaka, the Biniya Goro idiotic ameba. Kabaka singing a national anthem for his forefathers to rule him. These are the people you will now come and talk. How many people have you seen from the north carrying gun, telling you that if you don't vote any person from the north, this with that? Come to Niger Delta, zombie. You will see them. You will see them Ozo group of Ozos. And when we talk, you see a Niger Delta person will be talking where MAP is talking. A man that don't even know his left from right, and I go, what do you know? Imagine the insult. Somebody who have not even identified himself, recognize his origin or trace his lineage will be coming talking where I am talking. Makaginan on our Facebook. The Lord Lugard bring human being and animals together. Now animals are ruling over human being because we don't know we don't know what we stand for. You got compare one Kitan, you know Katana, got this guy not drop all this AK-47. Na cho email get man na one company. Oga jogi na apo ala. I kai ko bi na magnis. Oga jogi bo ala. Do you know what I am fighting for? Have I achieved my goal? Do you know what I stand? I am on a mission. I have an ideology that I am pursuing, violence ideology. I need to achieve to Islamize these people. Without Islamize them, I will not rest. Today, when you hear all the whole Niger Delta militant is now answering ex-militant, what are they? And they are still carrying on. They announce security. They turn all of them. Imagine people that fought for their right is now protecting the people who took that their right, so that their right will not be given to them. Tompolo, Asari, Eteketom, who fought for their right, is now protecting the people who stole their right, so that other people will not fight them to give the Tompolo his right. Tompolo is now protecting somebody who took his right. It seems that Tompolo should talk where children are talking. Some Tompolo should talk where animals are talking. Okuko, ebe okuko no ka Tompolo kwesịrị no foul, gini foul group. Now again, this man, if anyone thief, then kill, and they slaughter hypocrites, those that don't believe in Islam. Nigeria is under Islamization. Tompolo is receiving contract to guide pipeline. Asari is receiving contract to guide pipeline. All of them are under hiding. Tompolo cannot move freely on the street. Anywhere they see Tompolo, they will bring him down. Army is looking for him. He cannot walk freely, but they give him contract. No be fool be that. You are under hiding, receiving contract from the people pursuing you. Do you have sense at all? You have not gotten your freedom. You cannot move freely as an indigenous person of Nigeria. Your freedom have been taken by the Nigeria. And at the same time, they are giving you contract to continue hiding. Oh, alumelu. Away. Thunder. What a pity. What a classless human being. Tompolo is being chased by the military, by EFCC, by the Nigerian government, and yet he was given a contract to make sure that his freedom will be taken forever. Hey, Alomelo, the highest idiotic human being you can ever come across. These are the kind of people you will come across, you will regret. Why did God create you among these people? Who own the land? Listen to this young man.
Hypocrite, because Allah mentioned them in His Quran to fight them and slaughter them. We are here, and then we are on the Aqidah of our former leader, which called by Imam Abu Muhammad bin Muhammad Abu Bakr al-Shakawi. نحن جماعة أهل السنة للدعوة والجهاد في غرب إفريقيا، فنحن نلقي تحيتنا إلى إمامنا أبو أميمة، ونحن في العافية في فرحا وسرورا. الثانية إلى كافة المشركين، نحن براء مما تعبدون من.
Do you hear that? Their former leader order is what they are following. Now you will see some auto he-goat, call yourself autopilot, telling you, oh, Mazinam, they can do this and that. He said that when he was with us. You see it? Will you compare that boy with Tompolo? That boy is far, even that boy, dead body, is far better than Tompolo. The boy you just watch now in his dead body, this boy you are seeing here,
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
This boy, his dead body is far better than Tompolo, Asari, and Teketom put together. This boy, so as they say here, in dead body, better pass Tompolo, full life, Asari full life, and Teketom with the so-called Goswe Akpabio. In name himself na Ray Akpabio. And many of you don't know. You don't know. Tell me, what are you fighting for? What is your mission? The message is very clear. The oil in Niger Delta, like the people in Sokoto said, the oil in Niger Delta belongs to the north. And from now henceforth, any indigenous person of Niger Delta should stop claiming that they have oil. Say that the oil, the northern people say you people should be protecting for them. That you guys are ready to die to make sure that the Niger Delta oil, I mean the northern oil in Niger Delta land will be protected. All of you are born slave, born throwaway. Yenda to women have a joker. Look at the brain they have. Dying, killing themselves. We have called you people enough to rise up. If a John Nation think that they have men, let them raise the John Nation flag. Hapu. Let them leave Biafra home first. Fight for a John Nation flag. Let us see. They cannot fight for their rights. Born slaves. Born slaves. Onye ọbụla Jogi, who own the oil in Niger Delta, tell them it's the north. The northern people own the oil. The Niger Delta are the bodyguard, the security. All of them. All ndị na-enwelo hope. That is the work. On this note, I say may Chukwu okike abịa ma onye pụrụ ime ihe niile guide and protect every one of us. We must restore Biafra. Like I always say, Niger Delta, to hell with them. To hell with them. Remember, bless so much Chineke until I come your way again. No retreat, no surrender. God bless DOS and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB worldwide. God bless you all until I come your way. No retreat, no surrender. Day one, the Messiah.